During lunch break, a quiet boy named Ethan sat alone, unwrapping his burger when a new girl walked up and softly asked, "Can I sit here?" After being ignored by everyone else, Ethan let her sit and quickly noticed she had no food. When he asked, she looked down and admitted she had nothing. So without thinking, Ethan split his burger in half and said they could share. Surprised, she accepted and introduced herself as Ava. And from that day on, Ethan shared his burger and other food with her every day, sometimes being the only meal she had. Until one day she suddenly stopped coming to school, and the teacher later announced her family had moved away. Though Ethan felt sad, he eventually forgot about her as time passed. But 20 years later, he found himself sitting at home, stressed and worried, as his father was seriously ill and medical bills had drained all their savings, putting them on the verge of losing their home. Suddenly there was a knock on the door, and when Ethan opened it, a bank officer stood there with papers, telling him they had to proceed, leaving Ethan desperate as he begged for more time. But before anything could happen, a calm voice said, "Wait," and a confident, well-dressed woman stepped out of a black car, stopping the officer before turning to Ethan and asking if he remembered her. Confused, Ethan listened as she said, "I'm Ava," and his eyes widened in shock as she reminded him she was the girl he once shared his burger with. With emotion in her voice, Ava explained that back then her family was homeless, living in a shelter, and some days that burger was the only food she had, while her father struggled to rebuild their life. Though they eventually moved away and things improved, she never forgot how Ethan treated her with kindness when she had nothing. Then, handing papers to the bank officer, she calmly said his house was fully paid, leaving Ethan stunned and unable to accept it. But Ava smiled and told him he had already accepted it 20 years ago when he shared his food with a hungry girl, giving her hope that changed her life, bringing tears to Ethan's eyes as she gently reminded him to never underestimate a small act of kindness, because one day, it might come back and save your life. Drop a heart if this touched your heart.